Well, thanks, Joel, for hosting us today, and thank you for the last minute pivot today. The whiteout conditions in Flesherton certainly didn't make it safe for us to do this announcement together. So, in the interest of putting safety first, we appreciate folks accommodating us online. And I just want to say, Joel, it's fantastic working with a local champion like yourself who's elected to council and really has your ear to the ground of what people in rural Ontario need. One of the things I'm hearing from folks in Bruce Grey Owen Sound and ridings across Ontario is that people are struggling to pay the bills. Housing costs are at all-time highs and energy costs are going up. Um, but the Ford government, instead of actually providing people with permanent relief on their energy bills, have decided to put the profits of big oil and gas companies over the needs of everyday people. You saw this early last year at this time when the government took the unprecedented step of overruling an independent Ontario Energy Board decision to end the subsidy for fossil gas hookups for Enbridge, even though the OEB clearly stated that heat and cooling pumps would save people 13% on their energy bills. We saw this again when the government brought out their home energy retrofit program right before the election was called, a program that's clearly written by wealthy people for wealthy people, administrated by an oil and gas company. The Ontario Greens are committed to putting green over greed, sorry. And that's why today I'm proud to announce our affordable energy plan. It starts first by providing households with incomes under $100,000 a free heat and cooling pump, modeled on the exact same programs being offered in New Brunswick and PEI. Secondly, we would remove the HST off of affordable alternative energy options for people, heat and cooling pumps, solar panels, EV chargers, heat pump electric water heaters, so that people can remove expensive fossil gas from their homes and save money by saving energy. Third, we would implement a home energy retrofit program really designed to make the program more affordable for low and middle income households. How would we do this? We would provide a $10,000 grant and a pre-approved zero interest loan for households with incomes under $100,000 and a zero interest loan for households over $100,000. And fourth, we would change the hydro rebate that was brought in by the previous Liberal government and ramped up by the current Conservative government that disproportionately benefits the wealthiest households by capping that program to target it towards low and middle income households and redirect the money to help people with programs to permanently lower their energy costs. Our plan would save households money by saving energy, not just today, not just tomorrow, but well into the future. Permanent savings on their energy costs, while at the same time enabling them to dramatically reduce climate pollution from their heating and cooling their homes. These are the kinds of affordable solutions the people of Ontario need. And I'm proud to stand with a local champion like Joel Lougheed, our candidate in Bruce Grey Owen Sound, to bring forward affordable energy solutions for people in Ontario. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, so if anybody wants to ask a question, please just use the raise your hand feature and I'll ask you to unmute. And if you could just state your name and outlet when you ask your question, that would be appreciated.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, sorry. Uh, Mike, Randy Thomas with 931 The Border calling from Fort Francis. Just a little bit about the campaign and the lack of a presence of the leaders and even candidates up here in northwestern Ontario. Is it kind of a sign that I understand that winter elections are tough, but isn't this kind of a sign that maybe our politicians don't care about this region if they're not going to even come to the doors to knock and talk to voters?
Yeah, Randy, it's a great question. And that's exactly why last year in the summer, I spent quite a bit of time in Northwestern Ontario talking directly with voters and residents. Certainly did not anticipate a snap winter election like this. It's incredibly challenging. Just even doing an announcement today in southwestern Ontario has been incredibly difficult due to the weather. I do think myself and the other four leaders, or at the very least in northeastern Ontario, which I recognize isn't your neck of the woods, for the Northern Leaders debate, where I feel like I had an opportunity to bring forward a number of solutions to directly benefit Northern Ontario, including economic solutions around bolstering the forestry sector, the mining sector, as well as solutions around making life more affordable for middle income and lower income households, and also addressing the concerns that people, at least last summer when I was in Northwestern Ontario, were raising around the lack of access to doctors, to healthcare, and raising concerns about the Ford government's underfunding of our education system. And I think that really echoes what I'm hearing across Ontario from people outside of the GTA who are asking, why is Doug Ford spending $2.2 billion subsidizing a Forno mega spa in Toronto, tens of billions of dollars building a tunnel under the 401, 10 to $12 billion building Highway 413, when people in northern communities are struggling just to keep the roads open and working, and struggling to be able to find a home they can afford, or a family doctor. And so I really appreciate you joining us today so we can have that conversation.
As a follow-up on this announcement here, how did you get to the $100,000 mark?
Yeah, we modeled this program after the exact same programs that exist in PEI New Brunswick. That is the threshold that they used. And so we modeled this program after those programs. And the program, historically, energy retrofit programs have been designed in a way that primarily benefit upper income households. That's exactly the plan the Ford government announced back in January. And we've designed this program to ensure that lower and middle income households can participate in energy savings, like having a heat and cooling pump, to help them save up to 13% on their energy bills.
Okay, do we have any other questions?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, then I think we're all set. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.